What's up, 2K community?
The Dallas Mavericks arriving at the building earlier today. An aerial view of the many buildings making up the skyline of beautiful Houston, Texas, our broadcast setting tonight. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports, and thanks for joining us on this fine Thursday afternoon. Hi, everyone. Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony. We have David Aldridge on our sideline. And our special guest tonight, welcoming in Kenny the Jet Smith.
Oh, Kevin, man, great to be here. I hate being up in that studio sometimes. I love it down here,
we
man.
We need you courtside.
Oh,
we
man,
need you
it feels
courtside.
So much better being with you guys and the mother, too.
DA, take it away.
Kevin, thanks very much. James Harden has led the league in points per game the last 3 seasons. And the Beard said, honestly, it's not even about me scoring. Teams are playing me for the pass. I just try to make the best play, and whether that's scoring or passing.
DA, he is dangerous in both facets. He's hard to stop. Looking at the top 5 picks in the 2018 draft, Kenny, all of them have shown good play, tremendous promise. But if you could choose one for your team, which one would it be? I mean, with the Doncic and Young and Jackson and Ayton and
if I had to go over and pick it now,
there's so many of them.
Man, I'm going straight with Doncic.
I mean, there could be only one. It's not even close.
Yeah,
Doncic is the only guy on that list that, when it's all said and done, he's got a chance to be a top 10 all-time player.
Yeah, you know what he reminds me of? A more aggressive deadlift shrimp.
Ooh, I think even more than that. To me, he's a combination. I heard Larry and Magic. He's a combination of Larry and LeBron. Because
I can see that.
Magic wasn't like the scorer that those two are. Like, those guys are scorers.
Right. Yeah, I get it.
And then great passing ability. And the other thing about him, he's a better athlete, and he's a tremendous rebounder. I mean, that guy.
Oh, that was terrific.
My goodness. Boy, a creative finisher who throws it down with ease at 7-3. Put the ball in Porzingis' hands, and he'll occasionally wow you.
Harden against Doncic. And Harden with the stuff.
How about the head of steam he's able to generate right there and just gets to the rack really easy.
You really don't want to allow him to get too comfortable, but even with stifling defense, he's going to still find a way to get it in the basket.
Good on the shot.
Boy, the coaching staff loves seeing this. I mean, Porzingis being active and effective from this area here.
And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Rockets. Last time they came together was in Dallas, where they fell to the Mavericks.
And their last time playing this club, foul trouble became a big problem for them. Their starters had to take an early stint on the bench.
They've just got to be more careful tonight. It's that simple. I mean, those guys are too valuable. They need them on the floor.
Rockets have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Harden's got 6.
And the offense, I mean, 3 of 4, a solid start for this game.
King outside. Now the pass to Porzingis. Back to King. And the layup is good.
Boy, KP wanting to dish it when his guys are open. I love that team-first attitude on display.
Rockets have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. All taking his time here. The NBA being so much about entertainment, Kenny. If you had to choose the best showman in the league, who would you pick?
Ooh, the best showman.
With style and charisma.
Steph Curry.
Yeah, he'd be right up there, wouldn't he?
LeBron is a showman, but Steph is, I think, the top of the league. Giannis is a showman, but he's by grit, Harden, and maybe someday Zion.
I would go with that as well. The one thing that the one reason that I have a little concern with Steph is we haven't those other, like LeBron doesn't have to have a great team. You know, he can make a team great. That's the one difference
Well,
with him. I think Giannis can do that.
He
as
made
well.
that team great before Kevin Durant got there.
No. Well, he's playing with a few other Hall of Famers. My point is, if you put him out there with guys who weren't all-star caliber players, that's my concern. We've seen, I'm with you, Giannis has done that, LeBron has done that. Steph's a showman in his current existence. And Luka, without a doubt.
All-time showman. You'll see, this is what makes Harden such a dangerous scorer. The ability to generate offense anywhere on the basketball floor.
The Rockets shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. The first one falls. And both free throws good for James Harden.
Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Rockets trail. Harden scanning the floor. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in, and Harden with the stuff.
Off the bounce, Harden could cause you to hesitate, then he turns on the burners.
And the dunk by Porzingis.
You gotta love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage.
Fellas, that's exactly why they look to get him the ball around the rim. I mean, it's either a dunk or free throws every time.
Wall against Brunson. For the three. And it's Finney-Smith with the rebound. With the growth of the G League guys, some have predicted the NBA will eventually expand the draft to more than 2 rounds or more players NBA ready. Good or bad, Kenny?
Well, it's
what a finish!
Losing your man defensively when Harden has the ball, that's unforgettable. He's the top-tier creator.
Here's King. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
And, you know, we can't measure Hart. I mean, he's not as big as the other power forwards, but his jumping ability and mindset is incredible.
Here's Harden. Goes back up. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
We typically see this several times a game. Harden finishing with contact. He's one of the best at it.
To the middle. Here's Finney-Smith. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
That pass into the paint, that is a work of art there, dead on target.
Here's Harden on the wing. Guarded by Doncic. Harden kicks to House. Pass to Harden. 5 on the clock. From deep. Gets a hand on it. Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
Yeah, and those second chance points can add up.
And if you're the defensive team, it just kills you to give up baskets like that.
To the inside, King. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
Boy, like seeing these passes. Doncic has a keen sense for when one of his guys is open, and he gets it to him on time, on target.
And here's Wall. A 24-point outing in their last game against the Clippers. Cousins, no good. The Mavericks have gone 8 of 10 shooting, coming out very strong. Some nice passing here by Dallas. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Man, I like how close Porzingis gets to the rim. I mean, he knows when he's this deep, the defense really has no chance to keep him from dunking it.
The 3 from Harden. The Rockets with the new 14. Here's Cousins. And finally they hit one.
Yeah, you know, Cousins, I think, is sometimes underrated as an offensive rebounder. That guy can get some putbacks for you.
Nowadays, it seems, less dominant centers than in the past decades of NBA basketball. Kenny, you played alongside some of the great big men, including Hakeem Olajuwon. You think he'd be less or more effective in today's game?
More effective. Because his value would be easily shown. Because he would get more touches. There's more possessions in an NBA game now. He had ball handling skills. And he had the mid-range jump shot, so which means all he had to do is step backwards. and take the threes. We used to play around and have shooting contests after practice. He would win some of those three-point shooting contests, but never took them in the game.
The difference is his skill set translates. Like, it wouldn't be I don't think some of our other great bigs would be as good. The guys who were purely post players, because the reason would be they got to guard the pick and roll now.
Yeah.
And in this era, they don't bail you out, the bigs, by letting you just go and hang out in the paint.
Right.
You got to play outside that three-point line 80, 90 possessions a game.
Harden finds Cousins. Over Richardson. From deep, McLemore. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Pass to Porzingis. Back to King. And he jams it with authority.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Yeah, I like the way they're setting the tone. Really playing with a lot of energy here at the start.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Here's Harden. No good on the shot. Nice D from Porzingis. Richardson right side. Pulls up from the corner. And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Doncic against Harden. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Harden's got 14.
Yeah, he's owning them on the offensive end, but, you know, he can't do it by himself.
Richardson outside, down low. And there are a lot of questions on the best way, guys, to develop talent in the NBA. Kenny, would you restructure youth basketball in the U.S.?
Many fans think that the G League could supplant college hoops. I think I would restructure it in this way, and it has nothing to do with the players. I would just make sure that the coaches are coaches, meaning to get a driver's license, what do you need? You have to learn to drive. To get any kind of thing, you need a license to do it. You don't need a license to be a coach. No, you got to be a license to coach MyCareer.
And not to mention, this is still a business, so I'd rather have the impact of what the college game brings, because now I got a ready-made star coming into our game. You think about when Magic and Bird came in, they were big stars because they have played in the most watched game ever.
Absolutely.
Like, there's still a huge advantage to having collegians come into our league.
Richardson outside, takes the three. He's off on that one. And Houston the other way now. Last game matched up with the Clippers. A tough loss there.
Yeah, for that loss, you can credit their defense or lack thereof. Too many breakdowns on that end of the floor.
Yeah, and that's really inexcusable. I mean, there's just no way that you can justify that. When you don't put the work in on defense, you're going to end up on the losing end.
Inside, Hardaway with the steal. Now here's Richardson. D right on him. Buries it down low.
Already finding his spots and capitalizing, playing really efficient basketball.
Here's Clemens. Richardson cover. Clemens passes to Kabok. Doncic with the steal. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Well, you know, guys, we know Hardaway can score, but when he makes these passes, it makes him a lot more dangerous.
Here's Clemens. Richardson cover. .135 left in the first. Shot clock at 5. Houston needs to get a shot off. Misses the 3. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Mavericks. Leading by 5. Here's King, and it's good. Looking quite sharp with 10 of 12 shooting tonight.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
The Rockets shooting well right out of the gates here at around 50%. Clemens passes to Nwaba. Now McLemore. Passes it to Clemens. Kept alive by Houston. Back to McLemore. Now here's Tucker. Cauley Stein defending. Here's Clemens. Mavericks with the rebound. Coming into this having notched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
And guys, they walked into the arena with a certain kind of swagger, and we really saw it play out on the offensive end.
And, you know, confidence is key there. They seem to play with a ton of it, especially on the offensive end.
To the paint. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
The free throw was off from King. Rockets trail by 11.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Trying to get something going. Burt grabs the miss. And it's the Mavericks on the break. Launches the three, and he's good on the three ball. That's 28 points for Maverick.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
The first quarter concludes in a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. Mavericks lead by 14. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but new group getting ready for Dallas. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Dwight Powell. King comes in for Maxi Kleber. Doncic is checked in for Richardson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Burke. Harden out there with Wall. Then it's McLemore. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. And it's Nwaba in at the 4 spot. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. You hear players talk about growing up the first time they ever dunked, a magical moment. And Kenny, I'm sure you can think about that moment. Well, what stands out for you more? The first time you dunked in a game, or the first one overall when you were a kid growing up in New York?
I said there's 3 magical moments for me.
Besides this?
Yeah.
Besides sitting here courtside.
This is more than magic.
Make it 4. Make it 4.
This is more than magic. This is much more than magic. My first moment, first basketball game ever. I remember that vividly. I was in the 3rd grade, so I was 7 or 8 years old. First game ever. I remember putting on a uniform for the first time. Other than that, I never had a uniform, so I remember that. First college game, running out for North Carolina, and the last moment is, which no NBA team does, I cut the nets down when we won the championship. So those are my 3 most memorable.
I do remember, and it's funny how much time I spent the first time I dunked.
You remember that? You know
why? We were all pretty athletic back then.
Yeah.
But what I remember most about it, though, is you know how many hours you would spend trying to get that first dunk, right? I mean, you would be in the gym literally for
I don't remember
hours.
my first dunk.
And how old?
9th grade.
Great.
Heaven on earth.
From past the arc, the Mavericks pull it in. They've led by as many as 14 points. To the inside, King, and it's blocked. And here we go. Cousins heading to the hoop, and Cousins throws it down.
Hey, you're looking for a strong finish? Then Cousins is your man. Nicely done, positioning himself on that break.
King outside. Uses both hands to slam it down.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
And Kenny, great to have you on the show as always. You got to come back soon. Promise us you'll come back soon.
I'm coming back next week.
Good.
I am not. There's more food down here. It's friendlier down here. It's more room, man. I can't wait to be here.
More air.
Everything, man. Everything's more down here.
And Greg, a lot of fun to be joined by Kenny the Jet, huh? As brilliant as he was on the court, he is just as amazing off it.
And, you know, Kenny has this amazing knack for describing what he sees with such clarity. Rare gift, and I'm glad he can share it with us.
Here's King. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. 35 points for Maverick.
Tell you what, he has been feeling it, guys, and the best game plan right now, it's elementary. Just keep feeding him. Let him eat.
And here's Harden for three. Harden missing again.
Even with every shot clanging off the rim, he seems determined to keep hoisting up these threes. It might be time to get inside of that arc. Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
The three from Harden. Again, the miss by Harden. Mavericks leading by 8. And Cauley Stein throws it down.
Cauley Stein, a tremendous athlete and a dynamic finisher.
Shot to stop the run. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Hard not to appreciate the brilliance of Wall. I mean, a super fast, quick player, a guy who runs the offense exceedingly well.
And so it's the Dallas Mavericks holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge standing by courtside. David.
Thanks a lot. High turnovers in the first half, James. I'm sure that ball security will be a focus in the second half.
Yeah, that's still too many turnovers, especially.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. It's been one outstanding game for Maverick.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the court for the Mavericks, we've got Jalen Brunson. Kristaps Porzingis is out there with King. Then there's Luka Doncic. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3. King. And he says, right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
And how about Wall? Just phenomenal at taking it to the defense with that lightning quick first step.
Basket counts. Finney Smith's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Up top, King. And Brunson has it in the corner. Back to King. Brunson against Cousins. Back to King. And that one is stuffed right through.
They've hardly needed anyone else today to get out to this lead. I mean, he's provided almost all of their offense.
The pass to Wood. Here is House. Some nice passing there by Houston. Wood passes to Harden. He kicks to House. Pass to Cousins. Harden outside. Floats it up for Cousins. And Cousins throws it down.
How about that? Cousins throwing it down on the alley-oop. Go ahead, big fella.
King, the pass to Doncic. And the dunk by Doncic.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And Clark, when you look at the footwork of James Harden, arguably some of the best in the history of this league.
And you know, Greg, he studied the greats. I mean, he loved Ginobili's Euro step and then added it to his own game. Now he's taking that to another level, and he's the one giving out the lessons. But you're right. Got great strength, but the footwork is really outstanding.
To the middle, and stolen by Cousins. Jumps up, and Harden with the stuff.
Cousins turning defense into offense with his activity that time.
King with it. He's got 39. Over to the left wing. Here's Brunson, and he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Mavericks lead by 8.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Here's Wall. Another shot. Porzingis with the block.
Tell you what, Porzingis showing great timing as the anchor of the defense there.
Brunson, good.
It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
Now a timeout called by Houston.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
Both teams will make substitutions. Doncic against Harden. Pass to Caboclo. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And the first one at the line is good. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Yeah, they're making the most of their opportunities at the stripe, and they'll need to keep it up to take the lead.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in, build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime.
And why not? A little salt in the wound. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys reeling and on the ropes.
Doncic looking it over. Here's King. A second chance effort, and that one's good. Burt. And the Mavericks lead by 10.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
And the jam by Harden.
Well, I tell you what, with Harden, sometimes it seems the more the defense bodies him up, the more determined and effective he is in scoring.
Offensive rebound. Back to King. Second shot opportunity, and it's good on the way in. King's got 43 points.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And, you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
Here's House. It's hauled in by Porzingis. Porzingis has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's King. Draws contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
No, it's scary because he's just been a matchup nightmare in this game. He's eaten up anybody they've thrown at him.
And the Rockets making a change here. McLemore is checked in. Dallas also making some changes. Powell comes in for Porzingis. And it's Maxi Kleber in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Passes to McLemore. Lets it go with a 3. Connects from 3-point range. McLemore's got 11 points.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
And King, here we go. And it's blocked, but they recover it. Second chance shot. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Dallas.
You know, I thought maybe they'd cool off a bit at halftime, but they've continued to bury the jump shot.
Well, you've also got to love how aggressively they've taken that ball to the basket and scored off dribble penetration.
David Nwaba is checked in for James Harden. And he ends up missing both free throws.
And that corner three, a cornerstone of P.J. Tucker's game. Takes and makes them as much as anybody in the league.
And, Greg, how about this little factoid? Back at the University of Texas, he only shot 4 triples in 3 seasons. Floor spacing was not a part of his game. It was about getting that thing in the paint. But to his credit, and it's an example for all young players, through hard work, that short corner has become his bread and butter shot. Talk about a total transformation from no threes to being a dead-eye corner 3 shooter.
And the foul called on Caboclo. That's foul number 2 for him. Josh Richardson's checked in for King. Dallas lead. Points in the game. Houston a whole new 5 on the floor. Dallas also making some changes. Porzingis is checked in for Powell. King comes in for Maxi Kleber. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Trey Burke. And Christian Wood, undrafted in 2015 out of UNLV. Wait a minute, that's your alma mater. Hey, talk about his game. What do you like about Christian Wood's game?
Well, first I'll start with he went to UNLV. He's long, he's lean. I think he really fits the modern NBA as a small ball center. Able to hold his own on the glass and space the floor.
We've got Harden. Wood out there with DeMarcus Cousins. And it's Wall, and it's House, and at the 3, the small forward. That's the 5 for Houston right now.
Well, he's demanding the ball. He wants it, and he's coming through. I mean, you can see why his teammates trust him down the stretch, guys.
We've gone about a minute and a half into the 4th quarter, and the shot is good. Richardson's got the game tied up here for the Mavs.
Boy, Richardson has a lot of toughness. Remember, this is a guy who earned his spot in the NBA. Nothing has come easy for him.
And there's the pass to Wood. Back to Wall. It's rebounded by Doncic. Doncic has got 8 rebounds in this game. Count that bucket.
Feeling it. No doubt about it. He's definitely feeling it right now. Shooting a terrific percentage from the field.
Outside, Wall. Harden inside the 3-point line. And good. Coming off the assist by Wall. Harden's got 16 here in the second half.
Love the speed with which Harden gets his shot off. Timing his release beautifully off the pass. Nice stuff.
Back to Richardson. Dallas moving the ball around. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Josh Richardson. That free throw good from King. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Here's Harden on the wing. Guarded by Doncic. And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
You know what? The switch has flipped, and he's in that proverbial zone right now, knocking down 3 of 4 here in the 4th.
And it's kind of the running joke when you think of James Harden, often maligned for his lack of effort defensively. But quite honestly, I thought he improved a great deal a season ago.
And, you know, Greg, I observed the same thing. His overall commitment was better. And not just steals and blocks either. I'm just talking about his awareness, his commitment to that end of the floor. It was a focal point. If he continues on that track, I think he's going to make an impact at that end as well.
Finney-Smith passes to King. Down low, Porzingis lays it up and in off the pretty assist. And now a 4-point Dallas lead. Harden against Doncic. It's Harden with the drive. It's rebounded by Dallas. Porzingis has got 5 rebounds tonight. Wood kicks to House. Outside, Wall. Pass to Harden. Over in the corner, Wood. Drains the three-pointer. Wood's got 4 points in the quarter.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Oh, you got to feel for a guy getting dunked on like that. I mean, he's got no shot to stop that unless maybe he can pick up another foot somewhere.
Seems like he can't miss right now, guys. I mean, completely in the zone this quarter.
Free throw good, James Harden.
And he's made more of an effort here to put pressure on the defense in the second half and create some contact and free throw opportunities.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts in a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
It's just what the doctor ordered here. Boy, have they needed him here in the fourth.
Yes, they have. He's made all 4 of his shots this quarter. Definitely looking to be a dangerous guy.
That's good from King. Here's Wall. Pass to Wood from outside the arc. Mavericks with the rebound. They've led by as many as 14 points. They host the Clippers after this game. That game is the first and last of their homestand.
Doncic doing a nice job showing you some sneaky explosion and athleticism on that throwdown.
Yep, it goes, and the Dallas lead is cut down to just 3 on the basket from James Harden.
Nice play call there. Down the stretch, getting him the open look.
Yeah, I put that one on the defense. I mean, they can't leave him open at this stage.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Porzingis against Cousins. Pulls up, high post. Wood. It's good on the putback.
You know, this has been a totally different half for him. He definitely looks more comfortable now, guys.
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Mavericks. It's a 3-point game. Inside. Hits it again. Wow.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. And here's Harden. Harden draws the double. Cousins. And Cousins throws it down.
That's platinum level dime dropping right there by Harden. Such a smart passer. Gets us to his teammates on time and on target.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
And that's a foul called on Porzingis. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the stripe.
Here is House. Here's Cousins.
You know, it's good seeing Porzingis work really hard on the defensive end. Does a nice job staying in position and contesting and challenging the shot without fouling.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
And King, here we go. Another possession, another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Harden outside. Back to Wall. Here is House. The dish now to Harden. And the layup's good off the glass. Harden's got 47 points.
How about these big shots for him in the fourth? He has been locked and loaded offensively.
Brunson the pass to Doncic. King with it. Good, that's another bucket.
Make that 61 points.
Yep, everything is going his way right now.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
Back to Cousins. Clock at 6. Pass to Wood. And finished off by Wood.
Boy, a very capable passer. DeMarcus Cousins does a solid job recognizing where to go with the ball.
Now King. To the paint. And another assist for him.
Another possession, another assist.
You know, Greg, he's sharing the ball well, hitting his guys in their spots. Harden against Doncic. To the middle. Here's Cousins. Kicks it out to Harden. Takes a three. They get it back. And finished off by Wood.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Patrol the offensive glass.
You know, that time I thought he did it with authority. Tremendous putback at a time when they really need it.
And where Finney Smith really made strides last season, his consistency from range.
And you know, Greg, it was really his defense, the work ethic he brings, the effort level. I mean, that's always been there. I watched this kid play in college, and that's always been part of his package. But as an NBA wing, you've got to be able to knock down shots and help space the floor if you want to find your way into the lineup. And to Finney Smith's credit, he's done that and has become a valuable part of the rotation.
And so John Wall nails both of them. Dallas has gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. King with it. Down low. Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Great execution by Porzingis, showing you he can get it done in the clutch.
To the inside. And Cousins throws it down.
Cousins showing you he's not afraid to step up in the big moment.
Dallas has gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Now here's King trying to find Porzingis. Gets it to him, and he gets the bucket.
Really starting to attack on the interior here, showing a much more physical presence here in the second half.
That free throw good from Porzingis.
And, you know, Porzingis plays with such fearlessness. I love that about him. And he's also a big guy with some agility and endless range. This guy has in-the-gym range, if anybody has that.
Here's Harden. Porzingis with the block. And it's the Mavericks on the break. Doncic leading the charge.
Well, this is who Doncic is. This is what we've seen from him. A scorer who can take over games easily.
Harden up top, guarded by Doncic. The shot by House is no good. Mavericks leading by 7. Up top, King. Finney Smith kicks to Doncic. Inside, King. He got it again. Sensational.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. Timeout called, the Rockets. They're trailing by 9. 1:56 left in the fourth quarter. And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Maverick.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
If he could only contribute like this for them every night, you can't overstate how much better it makes this team when he has a game like this. And on the road, no less. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys. Well, the Rockets coach had some words for his team during the timeout. He told them this is gut check time. This is when it gets real and when it gets fun. We're here to play in these big moments. Let's make this one count. Kevin, by my count, that's 5 cliches.
Mavericks leading by 7. There's 1:38 left in the fourth. And the dunk by Porzingis.
You know, what makes Porzingis a nightmare matchup, guys, is his size, skill, and agility.
Harden against Doncic. Harden draws the double. The pass to Wood. Three-pointer. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got his 8th assist in the game.
It's important that you have big men who can shoot in this day and age, and this guy can really stretch the floor.
To the middle. It's stolen by Wall.
This is a do-or-die possession. They have got to get points.
It really does come down to this. I mean, come up empty, and it's over.
Wood can't hit.
Boy, that's a look he has to finish, and he knows it. Blown opportunity.
Over to the wing. Back to King. They double him with Wall. Here's Brunson. That shot off. The Rockets go the other way with it. Outside, House. The shot, no good. And that's an intentional foul. First free throw is good, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
There's an awful lot to like about Doncic, but probably what jumps out at me most is how competitive he is. I mean, he wants to dominate whoever's guarding him.
There's 31 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Harden the pass to Wood. Good! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
Well, you know, that's exactly their plan here in the fourth. Work to find space behind the arc and then bury some threes.
Shooting for Dallas. Doncic. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
He hits the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
Sensing an opportunity here to increase the lead and capitalizing on it.
Now a timeout called by Houston. They're behind by 7. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And I don't think they'll be able to climb out of this hole.
You know, maybe working on their 60-second drill, even if it doesn't pay off tonight, maybe for the future.
We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Lets it go from deep. Clemens, no good. And here is Milton. And so it's Dallas winning this one. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it as motivation to close out a significant win.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And we'll see you next time.